everyone, I am Neha Bhalla and I am a licensed immigration consultant based in Ontario, Canada, and also the founder of SANS Global Immigration. So yes, in today's video, let's talk about the Nova Scotia International Graduate in Demand stream. So many good things in this stream and very good opportunity for those people who have just now done their 12th grade. So yes, many good things like CLB 5 only needed in this. The age is 21 to 55. There is no PNP fees for this process, no cutoff points, and also there is no mandatory work experience required for this. You can apply simply after your education, no work experience needed. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So talking about the good part of the International Graduate in Demand stream of Nova Scotia, yes, the CLB 5 requirement. Yes, you require only a CLB 5. So CLB 5 means that in reading section, you should have minimum 4 score. And in the remaining 3 sections, you should have at least 5. And yes, age is 21 to 55. So even you are just, some people think that we are now 50 plus, we cannot have good CRS points. So yes, even if you are 50 plus, this is the stream which you can look upon. There is no PNP fees. Yes, obviously there will be the fees for the final PR, which is through the federal. But yes, for PNP, which are generally costly, there is no PNP fees. No CRS point, that means no cutoff score. So no taking stress about the high cutoffs, which are recently like 500 plus. Then yes, no work experience required. And yes, so if you have just completed your 12th, you can come to Canada, Nova Scotia, enroll in an institution, do your 1-year course in one of the eligible NOC codes related to education field related to those jobs, like nursing course, paramedical course, pharmacy courses, early childhood educator courses. Do such courses for 1 year, and then yes, after that apply for your permanent residency. So yes, the International Graduates in Demand stream of Nova Scotia. So yes, this is the program we are going to talk about, which will definitely make your PR dreams come true in the shortest time frame. So yes, International Graduates in Demand stream is for recent international graduates whose skills and education match specific National Occupation Classification, that is the NOC job categories. And this stream is currently open for workers in these NOC job categories, these 4 job categories. So the first one is NOC 32102, which is paramedical occupations. NOC 32124, which is the pharmacy technician. The third one is NOC 33102, which is for nurse aide and patient service associates. The fourth one is NOC 42202, which is for early childhood educators and assistants. So if your field of education belong to these 4 particular categories, then yes, this is the stream you should definitely look upon. Okay, so now without wasting any time, let's talk about the eligibility criteria for this particular stream. So first is that you should have a full-time permanent job offer from a Nova Scotia employer in a job category listed above that correspond with your recent field of study. So the job offer should be in any of the 4 NOC codes which I have just told you about. And then the another is you should be between 21 to 55 years of old. You should have a high school diploma. Another 4th important eligibility criteria is of the course of study. So after you have completed your high school in your home country, you should have done at least a 30-week length course from Nova Scotia institution. So yes, so once you complete your education in Nova Scotia, then within the 3 years you can file your application for PR. So that means there is no work experience required. Simply after you complete the course in Nova Scotia, you can apply for the permanent residency in the Nova Scotia PNP program, which we are discussing right now. The next is you should have the certification issued by the Nova Scotia regulatory body required for the job. Then the CLB, which I told you that CLB required is CLB 5 only. And yes, you should show enough financial resources to successfully settle in Nova Scotia. Next, talking about applying for the immigration through the IGD PNP stream. So how to go about the application process. So the first level is the Nova Scotia provincial level. So where you have to apply to the Nova Scotia province for getting your nomination. Then next level comes the federal level. So yes, first you apply to the Nova Scotia nominee program, International Graduate in Demand stream. And then if the government think that you are a good fit, you meet all the eligibility criteria. If you are nominated in this stream, the government, the Nova Scotia government, will email you a nomination certificate, and at the same time they will send you the proof of your nomination to IRCC. So yes, there are no application fee for the NSNP, but yes, there may be costs related to your applications, like the translation cost. Yes, if you require some of your documents to be translated which are neither in English or French, then you need to pay the translation cost. Then you will also have to pay a fees which is charged by the representative which you choose to hire. So yes, the anyone representing you, like the licensed RCICs we are, so yes, you have to pay the RCIC fees. Then yes, you have to pay the fees definitely for the language exam which you are going to give to prove your CLB 5 requirement. So after the level 1 comes the level 2, which is the Canada Federal. So next, if you are nominated by the province of Nova Scotia, you have to apply to IRCC for your permanent resident within 6 months of receiving your nomination certificate. Yes, you have only 6 months for that. So you may submit your application yourself and include your spouse and dependents in this application, or you may choose a representative to file your application. So cost, yes, there is a fee to apply for permanent resident visa through the federal level. But yes, as I said, no fee for the PNP. So now talking about the one of the most important form which you have to fill for this program is the ENSNP 100 form. You have to fill this form online, and you have to ensure that you include all the documents needed. So on the form, you must show your intention, basically that you want to settle in Nova Scotia. So be sure to write in detail why you choose to settle in Nova Scotia permanently, what Nova Scotia can offer you, what Nova Scotia can offer your family if you have one. If you currently live in any other Canadian province, explain why you would leave that particular province and come to Nova Scotia. And yes, there are some other details also which you can include in your application, like where you plan to live, then how you will meet your daily needs, about your expenses, where you will work, including the details of your job and extra, where you will send your children to the school or you will send them to the daycare as per the age of the child, then what are your plans for improving your English or French, then how you plan to become part of the community to which you are moving. So yes, it's very important you must write all the information in your own words and do not copy from other sources. And yes, one more important thing, that after you get a Nova Scotia nomination, you can also request a letter of support for a temporary work permit from the Nova Scotia Office of Immigration, that is the NSOI, which will allow you to stay in Nova Scotia and while your application is still in process. So yes, this is a very good stream if you have just done your 12th and you think that your English language skills are not that high and you will not be able to achieve good CLB, which is a must requirement these days for the high cutoff scores. The cutoffs are 500 plus, so achieving that is really difficult. And also if your age is high, then also this is a very good program for you, because due to the age you lose your CRS scores, so that becomes difficult. So it's a very good program for people who are high in age and whose English language scores are low. Then a very good option for those people. Simply, you have done your 12th, you have done your high school from your home country, you can come here to Nova Scotia, study in one of the programs in one of the fields related to the NOCUDs which I told you, like the nurses, early childhood educators, so paramedical occupations. So such kind of education field, you can go for a course, for a 1-year course, and then after that, yes, you can directly apply for your permanent residency to the Nova Scotia. And if you like the video, please do consider subscribing our channel, as we do talk a lot about Canadian immigration and many such programs.